Hola, hola. I haven't been on this channel in quite some time, and here's the thing. I always think to myself, like, I wanted to shoot a certain video for this channel, and then, like, I plan on it, and then the day goes by, and usually I'm like, oh, I want to do my hair, my makeup, blah, 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 and I'm just like, you know what? I keep, like, neglecting this channel because I'm always, like, thinking, I always have in my head, oh, I want to shoot it this way or that way. It's like, you know what? Whatever. It's early in the morning. I have no makeup on. Oh well, here we go. So I got this book about, oh geez, over a year ago. It was on my wish list, and one of my awesome Secret Society members got it off of my wish list for me, and it was like perfect timing because the day that the book came was shortly after Melissa Coates had passed away. If you don't know who Melissa Coates is, she was somebody I knew in the wrestling business for a really long time, almost from the very beginning, and she passed away sadly. She did a lot in wrestling and in the bodybuilding, fitness modeling area. Again, it's early industry, and I was really affected by her passing. One of the reasons was because I hadn't really been in touch with her that much, and it wasn't her fault that I wasn't in touch with her that much. It was because of somebody else that was in her life, and she knew that was the reason why, but I still felt like this guilt. So it just really affected me when she passed away. I felt like a complete asshole for, I guess, just not being there for her or reaching out to her as much because of this other person. So anyways, that's all I got to say about that. But so the way this book works is, it's a year of positive thinking. So every day, like, it says like January 2nd, whatever. There's different messages and things like that. And even though today is the 3rd, yesterday is when I read the second, January 2nd, and I was just like, I really want to do a video on this because I could totally relate to this, and I think people out there can also. So here it goes. I'm going to read to you what the entry is. There's a word in here that I have no idea how to say, so be patient and kind. The wisdom of Kintsu Kinsuroko Rokai Kin Kint Sukuroi. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Kintsukuroi is a kind of Japanese ceramic style. The word Kintsukuroi means to prepare with gold. In the kintsukuroi tradition, when a ceramic piece breaks, an artisan will fuse the piece back together using liquid gold or gold-dusted lacquer. So rather than being covered up, the break becomes more obvious, and a new piece of the art emerges from the brokenness. Kintsukuroi embraces flaws and imperfections, but it also teaches the essence of resilience. Every crack in a ceramic piece is a part of its history, and each piece becomes more beautiful because it has been broken. You will fail, you will fall, you will break, you will stand up and dust yourself off again. You will repair yourself again and again, and eventually, though you will be different than before, you'll become again whole. You will even be more, you will be even more beautifully precise because of all of this. It is early. Let me reread that. You will be even more beautiful precisely because of all this. You will be a better person because of your imperfections, not in spite of them. And I really appreciated that entry for yesterday because there's a lot of my past that, even though it is my past, whatever, it still haunts me and I feel really guilty about. There was years of, like, in moments I just did some douchebag decision making, and that's what haunts me the worst. And I'm sure there's people out there that knew me then and they totally have a negative opinion of me, and I don't blame them, because if they know that version of me, of course, like, they're gonna have that kind of opinion. Just like I try to keep that in mind with people who I've had issues with in the past, especially in the wrestling world, that I knew back in the day, because like I've been out of wrestling since 2017, and some of the people I have issues with go back even before 2017. So it's like maybe they're not the same person anymore. Maybe they have grown and evolved in life. I know I have. I'm definitely completely different, especially after, for those of you who don't know, I was in the hospital in November. And after that whole hospital situation I went through and the trauma that I went through, I'm not the same person that I was even just a few months ago. So I always try to bear that in mind. But at the same time, I still sit back sometimes and think about different situations or decisions I've made back in the day that I'm not proud of, that I wish I didn't react or handle a situation that way. So when I read that, I was like, you know what? That's so true. And there's just so many times like I'll forgive myself and think I've moved on, but then like it'll still haunt me. And I hate that. But something I heard on a podcast yesterday, I listened to Girls Next Level, which is Holly Madison and Bridget Marquardt from Girls Next Door. They were Hugh Hefner's girlfriends back in the day. And when they were doing like a Q&A, and one of the questions that one of their fans asked them was like if they can change anything, would they do it differently, like not even being involved with Playboy or being Hefner's girlfriend, whatever. And I really related to Holly Madison's answer to that, because she pretty much was like, yeah, it would suck to go through all the negative I did again if I could go back, but, and this is totally how my brain works. She's like, but what if that's like a butterfly effect thing? Like if I didn't go through that situation, I didn't go through the good and the bad, would I still have everything I have right now? Would my life still be the same? And that's how I look at things, especially there's a handful of situations that I've been in that I really feel guilty about. But I'm like, you know what? If I didn't go through those, as much as I hate them, those situations, I wouldn't be sitting where I am right now. Like, I wouldn't be living in this house. I wouldn't have people like Metal Jesus in my life. It would just change everything. And if the price of getting to where I am right now and all the blessings that I have in my life right now, like I said, where I live, I have Metal Jesus, Danielle still lives with me, I have Minnie, I just have so much going for me right now in my personal life that I wouldn't change that for the world. And I truly believe that I had to go through those lessons, even though I hate and I'm so embarrassed to myself about how I've been in certain situations. I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't have the things that I have. And something I've been reflecting on a lot is relationships I've had or connections I've had with people in my past, especially, in the romance department. A lot of times I catch myself like, if that relationship with that guy worked out, I wouldn't have met Metal Jesus, and then I wouldn't have the life that I have right now. And I just always think of that butterfly effect kind of vibes of like, the disappointments I've had with failed, quote unquote, relationships in the past. I probably wouldn't be so, what's the right word? I wouldn't value my relationship that I have now so much, because what I was trying to look for or have in my life before, I have it now, and I've had it now for almost 7 years. So it's like I finally found what I was looking for. I finally got what I needed out of a partner in the romance department. So I don't think I really would have understood what I wanted and needed, more importantly, what I needed in a partner, had I not gone through all those disappointments, you know? So it's like, I just really own that now, you know what I mean? And so this entry has just been so like triggering to me in a good way of like, dude, I just really have to let that stuff go. And maybe it's okay that it bothers me here and there because it means that I care, and it reminds me to not be that douchebag again or whatever, you know, or handle things in a different way. So I just wanted to share that with you guys here, and I hope everyone's doing well. Happy New Year! It's a new year, 2023. What a trip, right? Just keep staying tuned to my vlog channel here. I'll have videos. Like I said, I have so many different subjects I want to talk about, and so many things I want to share on this channel that you know, I really feel that now that it's, I hate to be so cliche, but this new year, a fresh start, and you know, there's, whether it's a new year or not, you always get a fresh start. Every day is a new fresh start. Even every hour, every minute can be a fresh start. But it's kind of, I don't know. I guess with like when it's new year, it's a new year, you can kind of get motivated in a way. Like, okay, it's a fresh new start. I can get to the things that I want to, like New Year's resolutions, you know, even though not everyone does them, not everyone believes in them. I get where the thought behind it is, you know what I mean? And so I'm really wanting to focus this year on my podcasts and on my YouTube channels. I've just barely been putting those both on the back burner for quite some time now. A lot of it had to do with, you know, I don't make money off of my podcasts or my YouTube videos, but I need to find time to make my content because it makes me feel better. It's therapeutic, and it always ends up helping at least one person. And that's what life's about, is, in my opinion, sharing your experiences where you can, and hope someone can learn or gain something from it. And I listen to podcasts, I watch YouTube videos, and because of people putting out their content that I can relate to, it's really helped me. So I really want to pay that energy forward. You know what I mean? I know it might sound silly, but it's just how I feel. So anyways, everyone, I hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Yesterday I post a video on my main channel, so make sure to go check that out, Shelly Martinez channel here on YouTube. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.